Hey guys, it's Jennifer. Welcome back to the channel and thank y'all for hanging out with me today. So today I'm going to do a work from home video for y'all. I know people have been asking me to get some more out, so I thought I'd make one for you today. I am actually prepared today. I have notes and everything. It's been a little while since I've been actually prepared for a video. So yeah, let's get started on this. So the company I'm going to talk about today is called Palfish. It is an ESL teaching app. Full disclosure, I am signed up with Palfish to teach. I'm signed up to do their free talk, and I'll get into the difference in a minute of the different things you can do. I don't do it a lot. I do it just enough to keep active. So it is kind of Palfish has always been my backup to my backup plan. I know I've said it before on these videos when I talk about work from home videos. You always, when you work from home, want a backup plan. Especially if you are a 1099 contract labor, you definitely always want a backup plan. I learned that very early on working from home because anything could happen. I worked for companies for years and then woke up one day and they no longer had contracts and had to let everybody go. So I can't stress enough about making sure that if you're especially a 1099 contract laborer, you have a backup plan. So I have currently I think I have 5 or 6 different income sources right now, and my main job, I am not 1099, I am actually an employee, so it's pretty steady and stable, but I guess I've done work from home for so long, I always make sure I have a backup plan to my backup plan. So right now I have 5 or 6 different things I could do at a moment's notice if I needed money. I have 2 main things and then a bunch of backup stuff, so always have a backup plan. So let's talk about Palfish. Palfish is an app on Apple and Android phones. Basically, it teaches English to people in China and Beijing. That's mainly where they're out of, but they can be anywhere in the world. So I learned about Palfish from one of my friends that I met online named Melissa. She's been doing it for years, and so at the time I learned about it and signed up for it, I was planning to travel the world, and I'm eventually going to get to that travel point in my life. But the job I currently have, and at that time it was the one that I depended most on, could only be done from the US. So I was looking for something that I could do overseas if I ever went and traveled overseas. And so I met Melissa, and we had become online friends. You know, one of those people you meet online that you just become instant friends with. And so she told me about what she does, and she had been doing it for years, and it was Palfish, and I started looking into it, and she walked me through the process and everything, which was pretty simple to do. So basically, people in China or Beijing or wherever in the world that want to learn English, they sign up for this app, and there's 2 different parts to the app. The first one is free talk, where anybody can do it. They just get on and talk to people who speak English, to learn English. A lot of it is just talking about day-to-day stuff like you would with anybody else you were getting to know. And then the second part of it is where you're going to make more money if you do the actual teaching part, where they teach English to children 3 to 12 years old. So you actually have time slots that you open up, and people can sign up to take your class and learn English. It's one-on-one. So yeah, that's basically what the app is. It is Apple or Android. They say you can do it from a phone or a tablet. So it can be done from a phone or a tablet. If you're doing the free talk, you can do it on your phone. I do it on my phone. If you're doing the teaching part of it, you want to have a tablet, because the way Melissa explained it to me is there's a lot of stuff you do on there, like draw stuff and interact with the children through the tablet, like they draw faces or they point to stuff or you circle stuff, And it's just easier if you have a larger device than a small phone. It can be done on a phone, but it's easier to do it on a tablet. So either one, Apple or Android, either one. So depending on which part of it you do, and you can do both, free talk, and then you could sign up to teach classes if you wanted. I know people who do both. But if you do just the free talk, you're not going to make as much as if you do the classes. The free talk, you set your own prices, but they have to be competitive because everyone sets their own prices. So it can, when I do it, I make like $7 an hour. It's not a lot, but I just do it enough to keep active. It's not like I'm trying to make money and live off of it right now. It's just kind of my backup plan. So I just want to keep it active and make sure my account's active. So it's not something I'm actually doing to make money. But I make a little bit of money off of it. So the free talk, what is that? It's basically anybody can free talk you. You just, whenever you decide to go on, day or night, whenever you have time, you just go live, and then people just, if they want to talk to you, they'll push a button and it'll connect to you. It is mostly just talking. I do not recommend, it can be video chat or just talking. I do not recommend the video chat unless it's like with a kid or if you're female with another female. There are some creepy guys on there, I will be honest. I just disconnect when I get one, but there are some creepy guys that'll get on there and try to use it as a dating app. So I really do not recommend video chatting. I usually just do over the phone chatting. Well, it's through the app, but I just do talk chat. I don't hardly ever do video chat unless it's like a little kid or something, and then every now and then I will. But yeah, I don't know, the video chat's weird, so I just don't do it. But you don't have to, so either one. Mainly we're just talking about day-to-day life, what we do in life in America compared to China or Beijing or wherever they're at. They'll ask questions and answer and stuff. So it's just like talking to anybody else, just a conversation, so it's not bad. And it's a pretty easy way to make money if you're looking just to make a little bit of money. It's not going to make you a lot of money. The free talk isn't. I mean, I guess you could. I know people who just do the free talk and they like it. They make decent money off of it. So it just depends on what you set your prices at. So the official kids course is different than the free talk. It's actually a teaching job. You teach kids through the app. They have like slides that you read to them, and they interact with them, and you interact with the kids, and it's kind of a cool program. I do like the program. It's kind of cool, but yeah. So it is more of a teaching job. You're actually teaching the kids how to speak English. So yeah, it is basically like teaching little kids. You're going to make more money if you do the teaching side of it. Where the free talk, you're going to make like $7 to $10 an hour maybe. Where the teaching side of it, there's a lot of bonuses involved. If you like don't miss a class, you get a bonus. If you working certain hours, you get a bonus. When you sell a package, you get a bonus. There's just all kinds of bonuses you can earn. So they say the average person makes about $14, $15 an hour, but there are people who make up to $30 an hour doing this. I know Melissa makes good money doing it. I think she said she makes about $25 an hour doing it. And so, yeah, you can make good money doing the teaching side of it. You get bonuses depending on how many classes a week you teach. There's just so many ways to get bonuses that you can make decent money with it. So they do pay in RMB, which is Beijing, I think, currency. So you have to have it transferred over to Payoneer, which is kind of like PayPal, but it's just a different company. I've used it in the past for different companies that I've worked for. We've had to use Payoneer, and I've never had an issue with them. But so it gets transferred into USD when you transfer it to Payoneer, and then gets transferred into your bank account, basically like PayPal or anything else like that. So how much you make is actually dependent on how much the exchange rate is. So it does vary a little bit depending on what the current exchange rate is with the other country. So it's not really exactly the same every month, but it does pay once a month. But it's not exactly the same, but it just depending on what the exchange rate is, because it has to be exchanged over to USD. So yeah. And you are required to pay your own taxes. It's 1099 contract labor. So make sure you're paying your taxes. So to do either free talk or the kids course, you do have to have a TEFL, TEFL. It's a teaching certificate. So I have gone all the way through everything and all the training, except I have not done the interview to actually teach the kids course, because there is a 10-hour minimum a week requirement, and I'm just not a place in my life I could do that. So that's why I just do free talk right now to keep active. You can get that. There's a lot of different places. I'll put a link down below. I got mine off of Groupon for like 20 bucks. It's like a 12-hour course or something like that you take. So anybody can get it. That's another thing that I like about Palfish. Most of the companies out there that are legitimate, good-paying companies who teach ESL require you to have a bachelor's degree in something. Palfish does not. It's one of the only ones that does not. They just require you to have your TEFL. Yeah, so, and I've heard really good things about it, and since I knew somebody who personally worked there, that's why I decided to do the Palfish one. There are a couple of others that I'll do some videos on, but I just, having somebody I could go to and say, I have this question, I need it answered, just made it easier to choose which one I did. For either one, you have to apply. The process is pretty easy. You just fill out the application, and then you have to do an audio interview where you just talk about yourself. That's basically all you do. They just want to make sure you speak English clearly. And then that is basically all you have to do to actually get on to do the free talk. You have to upload stuff like your ID and stuff so they can pay you, but other than that, you just, that's it. That's all you have to do the free talk. Now, if you want to do the official kids course, you actually have to go through training, and you have to like take a training, read through their training material, and then you have to do a video presentation. It's basically a pretend class. You're pretending to teach the class to a student and go through the slides. They're looking for people who are super energetic. So when you do your interview video, you want to be super energetic. You have to wear a blue shirt, and you have to have the logo for the company on your wall, which is like this little fish. I'll show you. I'll insert it here. It reminds me of a Dr. Seuss fish. It's so cute. But you have to have that on your wall behind you. And they recommend that you have like props and stuff, like little toys or something to use. So basically, they want you to be energetic, like you're teaching to a preschool kid, like you would if you were teaching something fun to a preschool kid. So yeah, that's what they're looking for, that energy, that excitement, that's what they want from you. So it takes about 2 to 3 business days to process your interview once you finish. As soon as you're processed, they say make sure you watch your account, because they will start opening up slots for you if you don't go in and adjust that. You have to commit to 10 hours a week between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. Beijing time. So yeah, I think that's all there really is to know about Palfish. I do highly recommend it. It's one of the companies that I do recommend. My experience with them has been good. I've never had any issues. My friend Melissa, that's what she does. She only works for Palfish, and she's always had a really good experience with it. So definitely you want to go check that out if you think it's something that you would be interested in doing. But yeah, so I will put the link below as to how to where to go and sign up at in the description, and I will put the link for the teaching certificate that you need in the description. And so yeah, if you have any questions, just ask me below and I'll answer it, and if I don't know, I will go ask Melissa and she will be able to answer it, I'm sure. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna get some more work from home videos out, and I'm gonna get some of my popular ones that disappeared remade, because I know people were really looking for that information. So I hope you all have a very blessed day, and I love each and every one of you very much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.